Peace family, Vicki Dillard here for African Diaspora News Channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. Be sure to give us a big thumbs up and share the broadcast. When you do that, you make it more likely that other folks will know that we're here. And how many of you all know that when you do that, you strengthen our collective Black voice? And how many of you all know that media is the first line of warfare? So you strengthen our collective counter voice to the oppressive class media apparatus. So thank you so much. Family, I don't know how many of you all are aware of this African reporter, Mr. Simon Atiba. I believe he's from Cameroon. He continues to spar back and forth with the White House press secretary. Now, I want you to watch this clip as one example.
Yeah, right. You're right. You're here for me. Refer me. No, 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 no. No, that's not. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this. We're not doing this.
From across the room. You've been discriminating against me and discriminating against some people in the briefing room. And I'm saying that this is the US, this is not China, this is not Russia. This is not Russia.
Okay.
What you are doing, you are making a mockery of the First Amendment.
Decorum, please.
It's been 7 months. You've not called on me. You've not my messages. I'm saying that that's not right. That's not right.
Fun times. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Welcome to the press briefing room. Okay.
But this is not right.
Sir, let it go.
Are we ready? Are we going to behave?
Karim, what I'm saying is, you can't keep discriminating against some people in the briefing room because you don't like them, you don't like them.
So you have a choice.
No,
You have a choice. You have a choice.
A number of people
Okay.
in the briefing room, and I'm saying that that's not right. This is not China. This is not Russia. This is the United States. This is the White House. It's been 7 months. I sent you emails.
The rest of us are here too, pal.
It's been 7 months. You guys have not done anything for me.
If you have grievances, you should bring them to her later.
I have
right
done
now,
that.
This is
I've
for the
done that.
entire
All my
press
emails
corps,
have been
and the
ignored.
press corps is tired of dealing with this.
It isn't
I've
just
done
about
that.
you,
I
Simon.
understand that you get questioned all the time and you don't understand what it is to sit here for 8 months and being discriminated against. I understand that you're in the front row and you feel comfortable and you get questioned all the time. But there are people in the back who don't get any questions.
Don't make assumptions about what the rest of us do. Mind your manners when you're in here. If you have a problem, you bring it up afterwards. But you are impinging on everybody in here who's only trying to do their job.
Okay, thank you. I'm saying that you shouldn't discriminate against some people because you don't agree with their question, you're offended by your
You made your
question.
point.
Okay, did you see how she just talked to him? Are we going to behave like she's talking to some 3-year-old? He's legitimately calling out the White House because he's constantly overlooked. He makes it clear that they go out of their way to keep calling on the same reporters. He has been he's maintained their decorum and their ethical standards and stuff. But how much are you supposed to take? Just sit there every single time for weeks and months on end while they call on every European, Western, lily white country correspondent and reporter. Now, of course, when you're the privileged and the favored, you're going to scream and holler because you want to keep your privilege. That's what you were seeing some of the other reporters in the sitting in the press room yelling and screaming at him. Well, family, that's just one example, which I believe the White House is way out of line for. But guess what they've recently done? The White House, because they're supposed to renew his hard pass, I believe that's what they call it. They were delaying, according to Mr. Simon Atiba, they were delaying his pass renewal. Watch what he reported. After the Washington Post did a hit piece to prevent me from renewing my hard pass, the White House and Press Secretary Office just sent me a warning letter. I'm just going to read you a little bit of what it says. It says, "We strongly support the important role of members of the press play in covering the White House. They tell them a part of the role reporters are supposed to ask tough questions. You know, they playing games as if they technically being correct and all this kind of stuff. But family, they say that the back and forth only works, however, when the individuals who are part of it engage with each other in a professional, respectful manner. When members of the press impede briefings or other events by shouting over colleagues who have been called on for a question or yelling over a White House official who's trying to respond to a question or present a briefing, all members of the press are harmed in their ability to report the news." They have the nerve in this warning letter, family, to list specific dates. For example, May 5th, 2023, the White House issued a notice to holders of hard passes to, among other things, inform them of expectations for professional behaviors. Then they go on to talk about, in contravention of these expectations, I'm skipping because it's too long-winded and very copious, you impeded a June 26, 2023 press briefing. Family, they went on with bullet points talking about May 13, 2022, you repeatedly interrupted colleagues who were attempting to ask important questions. On December 8, 2022, you interrupted the press briefing and demanded to ask a question. On March 20, 2023, you prevented a press secretary from introducing White House guests. Family, when you are a righteous disruptor of establishment systems that are oppressing Black folks and other melanated people from around the world, of course, you're going to look like the bad guy. But that's not your job to back up, because everybody that's getting privileges and want access to the White House and those other reporters that are in there, they want to come to their annual balls that they do for the press. They want to sit and joke and laugh, and they want to be able to write for their publications continuously, and they want to keep that White House access. So when you don't act right or behave like she said in that clip that you saw, they're afraid, those that have this access, that they're going to lose that privilege. So it's not ultimately about making sure that they're holding the powers that be accountable. It's not making sure that you get accurate and contextual information and facts so that you're able to accurately base decisions you make in your life from. It's about making sure you get invited to their annual parties, and so that you can say, oh, I had access to the White House and they gave me this bit of information, which means that you are functionally serving as state-run media when you do that. Now, I'm not sitting here saying that everything that our brother Simon has reported is 100%, right on or acceptable and this kind of stuff. But I'm saying in general, this is to shut down and to publicly punish so that this Democratic White House isn't held accountable. And please note who they got to do it. An LGBTQ press secretary with a Haitian immigrant background. That's all I'm going to say about that. I can't wait to hear what you have to say about it. My name is Vicki Dillard. Be sure to join my spiritual school at clubvicki.com. If you want more profit, more purpose, and more power, clubvicki.com. I can't wait to see you again.